Okay, hi everyone. My name's Peter, and welcome to my attic. There's no air conditioning up here, but for some reason this is where I've chosen to store my paintings. I don't know if that's good or bad. Also, this video is sponsored by Squarespace, and today we're going to look at some pens that some people sent me. Thank you. These are, I think, some Chinese and Korean ones. Here's a little kitty cat Korean pen. This is the cat's story. A good luck wish for you. And here's some other nice minimal, I think these are Chinese. Check those out. I like the aesthetic of these. They both say, well, this one says 0.35 and this one says 0.38 millimeters, so they're pretty crisp gel pens mostly. And also someone named Scott sent me this pen along with some others, but he thought that this is the one I would probably like the most, an OHTO needlepoint 0.7 ballpoint pen. Yeah, look at that one. Pretty nice. And you're right, Scott, thank you for sending this to me. Scott, your letter was very nice. I'm sorry that I didn't see your other messages. I'm not ignoring you on purpose or out of spite or anything, but thank you, and thank you for the other pens in this one. This one has a very nice knurling on the grip there, but also these little rubber bands. Like if you've ever had braces, you might know what kind of rubber bands I'm talking about. Like they're very similar to the ones they put to connect your front and lower jaws to move your teeth around, but they're instead around the grip, so it's a very nice combination of soft, squishy, and the nice grip from the knurling. So, thank you, Scott. And I don't remember the name of the person who sent me these other 3 pens, but I'll put it right here. Thank you for these. I'll use these to do the drawing today, and then I'll use Scott's to do the sponsor doodle for Squarespace. So here, I have like some of my other little school projects here, various paintings, some sculptures here, another camera that's recording me right now, pretty creepy. There is the outside world where leaves are featured. Here is the monitor where this camera is plugged into. It's a little bit creepy the way it does that. Oh yeah. Nice. Oh. Okay. I get it now. Uh, uh. I wave my hand into the void. Some fractal type stuff right there. Okay. All right, while I check out this pen that Scott sent, you should check out Squarespace. If you've ever thought that maybe you needed a website for anything, but got even a little bit intimidated by all the hoops you have to jump through to set it all up, don't be intimidated. Squarespace makes it very simple because it's all in one package with getting the website, the domain, the hosting, and then you can just start designing your website. Put all your content on there, link up all your social media if that's what you want to do. And then if you make a post on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, then it can automatically update to your website, or the other way around, make a post on your website and it posts on your social media. So it kind of condenses, connects everything. So go to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/PeterDraws for 10% off your next website or domain. All right, I was a little bit confused about who sent these pens to me, because it came with a letter, it came with a letter taped to a box, and then the pens were inside another box, inside that box. And the letter was signed just KMB, if I'm reading that right. So thank you, KMB, for sending the pens. And in this letter, this person goes over their terrible, terrible journey through which they were at first, they were a pen enthusiast. They liked pens. They said multi-liners, brush pens, gel pens, related detritus. I think that's how you say that word. And they said all their friends and family noticed that they loved pens, but then they kind of escaped this hobby, which was plaguing them, because it says through internet abstinence and financial ain't got no dollarsness, they was able to break free from their addiction. It says, I was happy, all was well. Then I stumbled onto YouTube during a weak moment and saw your video about the Muji, that knurling, the precision posting. Yeah. And so they fell back into an entirely different pen hole, a big one. And it says, they got the Muji and then a Lamy Safari, Kakuno, Schaefer calligraphy pen, a Platinum Desk pen, a Twisby Go, another Lamy Safari, Lamy Alphabet, Moonman C1, glass dip pen, special paper, Kuiko Sports, refill adapters, eyedroppers, cotton envelopes, a stationary avalanche, as they put it. It says, today I found myself in a state nearing rage as the Parker 25 I ordered from someone in Macedonia, which I can assume they mean is actually North Macedonia, I think is the name of that country, because I learned that playing GeoGuessr, was held up in customs. I've been infected with evil and become a monster, this person writes. The only way to return to humanity, I fear, is to convince the monster who infected me to release me. And then it's like I'm reading a letter in a horror movie, because the pen trails off down the paper, and then the scrawling continues. It says, help me, let me go. And then more scrawling as if they're, imagining someone's writing as they're transforming between Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde sort of deal. And then it's signed KMB at the bottom. So thank you for this letter. But as far as your request, I don't know if I can let you go. I mean, if I was even willing. I don't think it is up to me. But I mean, I almost want you to be here in the calligraphy pen, in the fountain pen hole with me. So I'm not the only one with this curse. I know I'm not the only one. But thank you for the pens you sent. It's very nice. This letter was taped to the box, like I said, and inside the box was another box taped shut with nice, what's it called, washi tape? On the washi tape were rubber ducks and dodecahedrons, I think. Let me look this up. Dodecahedron. That's not exactly what it was, but it looks familiar. It looks similar if you look that up. A 12-sided polyhedron. Anyways, it's some weird geometric thing. I don't know what it has to do with a rubber ducky, but those are the two shapes on the washi tape. And in there were these pens. So thank you. And they drew very nicely. I used, I think, 2 of them for this doodle in the sketchbook. Recently, I've been doing some drawings in these sketchbooks that I've been using like fountain pens and stuff, and a lot of fountain pens are not anywhere as fine. They just, by the nature of a fountain pen, having 2, like it's 2 tines that come together, and then the ink comes down between the tines, right? I guess the nature of that is that it always has to be at least twice as thick as the thinnest rollerball pen like these. So I haven't been using I used to use these Rotring pens, what are they called? The technical pens a lot. And those still hold a precious place in my heart, but I must say that I just got so discouraged about how finicky they are as far as working or not working. And sometimes, I don't know, I had like 12 of them, and only about half of them worked consistently, and even those were not so consistent. I don't know. Anyways, maybe I'll go back to them one day, but if I do, I feel like the longer you let them sit, the worse they get. And I was having a hard, and when I was drawing with them so much, I was having a hard time recommending them to other people because they're so unreliable. You just like, when you sit down to draw, you just want to be able to draw and not have to mess with the pen a bunch and worry. Maybe the pen will work today, maybe it won't. Like, that's the last thing you want. You just want the lines to come out. And I did have a couple of those good Rotring technical pens that worked most of the time, but still, it's just, the relationship got too strained. And I had to, we're on a break right now, me and the technical pens. So I'm enjoying just drawing with fountain pens and nice crisp rollerball pens like this, and pencils are fun. Doing more painting every now and then. I don't record the painting as much, but I still post the paintings on Instagram when I'm done. But it's hard to record the paintings, mostly because I get in the way, and it seems like when I speed up a painting, I need to work on something about like the camera settings and the exposure and the white balance shifts a lot more during a painting because all the colors and stuff change throughout the progress of a painting, right? So it takes a little bit more presence of mind to figure out how to keep track of all that. And so lately I've just been like, some evenings I go out to the shed, do some painting, and it's just like some nice me time without having to record it. And that's valuable too. So I think that's a good balance I found, to not have to turn all of my art into a video, even though I think it would be cool to record some paintings more eventually. It does look cool. I like the concept of speed paintings. I think it looks cool. Just the paint rapidly appearing and it shifts around, because when you do a speed drawing, it's just like lines appearing, but a speed painting, things go on top of each other. Things rarely go on top of each other with my drawings. It's just lines next to each other, which is still cool. Next to each other, going outward, inward, but paint, you can build on top of itself and squish it around and stuff, it's fun. Lately I've been doing acrylic paint, and a couple times I had a lot of fun with oil paint, but the main thing that makes me want to use oil paint is that you look at so many famous paintings and it was done with oil paint. I'm like, wow, that must be what I need to use, right? But I don't think it is necessary. First of all, that's just bad logic, because you can make amazing art with almost anything, all right? You could use mud or coffee or blood or something and make amazing art. But also everyone used oil paint, probably because that was the best thing available to them at the time. Acrylic paint is a fairly new invention as far as art goes, and oil paint was new at some point. And before that, people were using tempera paint and frescoes and stuff like that, or whatever they used for doing cave paintings. So don't overthink the medium too much. Whatever works good for you, and you don't have to struggle with too much, then you can switch later. So it's fine. And I was going to say something else, but I don't remember now. And I'll see you later, all right? Okay, goodbye. Good work, everyone. Okay, bye.